Hey Gemini, what's up? So this is your birthday, a little special here. I decided to do a love reading. And yeah, we're going to use this little spread here. So this is going to be just a 6 card spread, just you and I'm doing couples, I'm doing couples and then singles. So this is the couples. This is just how you guys feel together as a couple. And then here's advice for you guys too. I haven't seen the cards yet, so I just laid them out pertaining to how they came out. So it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then the two advice. This advice was first, and this one second. So you guys are coming into the reading with the devil. So, hey, you never know. Let's peer into what's going on here, okay? So we have the Four of Wands in reverse for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for you. Judgment in reverse. Oh yeah, forgot to explain this one. These all popped out face down. This one popped up face up, so I just kept it up for you guys. So then you guys have the Six of Wands upright. The Two of Swords upright. And the King of Pentacles. Wow, that's strange. Not like the cards, but how these, your guys' first was all in reverse like that. And this was second. That's a little strange. Okay, we'll flip these over next. Okay, so Gemini couples. Or it's not couples who are both Gemini. Just want to clarify that. It's you know, one who, I mean, that it could be the case too, you know. Just one person who is a Gemini. This is for the couples right here who are in a committed relationship. Okay. And this deck right here is the Siolo Thompson's Linestrider. It's a beautiful deck, and it just speaks love. I don't know why to me, but okay, I'm gonna be quiet now. Okay, let's see. I kind of feel like, Gemini, that you and your significant other, you guys maybe want right now, I'm not saying all the time, but different things in life. I kind of feel like you guys both seek out different things. Maybe you guys both seek out different ways of obtaining money or obtaining stability within the relationship. I kind of feel that it kind of leads you guys into impasses within the relationship. There are times when you guys feel like you can't celebrate each other's maybe strengths. And I also feel like there are a lot of kind of words that are kind of thrown around. And I feel like you guys both add to that part of the relationship in terms of kind of beating each other up. I mean, you know, I mean verbally. But I feel I'm kind of starting to get this feel here with the Four of Wands in reverse and the Six of Wands upright. I'm kind of starting to get this feel that this relationship is kind of, or your guys' relationship is kind of, there are moments when you guys are synced in terms of how you guys want to, you know, do things as a team, right? And then I feel like then when you guys do things as a team and it actually works out, that's the thing that is being celebrated, given the Six of Wands here, that it has that accomplishment feeling, that it has that feeling of, wow, we did it together, right? But then at the same time, I believe that, or what I'm seeing is that when you guys do things as individuals, I kind of feel that you guys tend to not celebrate each other as individuals, doing it, you know, independently or succeeding independently, which kind of makes me believe that that's what kind of brings some tension within this relationship. And I feel like there's a need when I say individual, which is why the King of Pentacles is here. Because I feel like you guys are both on the, on a voyage. You're kind of on the course of succeeding, but only kind of as individuals. Like, you guys are not on the same path in terms of what it is that you want to do. Now, we all need to work together and also as independence as well. But I feel like a lot of the times the communication is maybe lost, and it causes both of you to go or veer into different paths. And I feel like some of the communication causes a lot of rifts within the relationship. But I feel like when you guys do things together, you guys do celebrate each other for the success of doing it together, but not as individuals, or maybe it's not recognized as much as an individual, on an individual basis, because I feel like since you guys are both on different paths, you guys then don't recognize each other's successes as individuals because they don't really match up, since you guys are both on different paths. And I feel like that's why the Judgment is there in reverse, that the Judgment isn't proper, that it's leading to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well, where there's luck and success within the relationship, which also leads to the Two of Swords here. Two of Swords is when you at an impasse, when you cannot move forward. And I don't know why I'm picking this up, probably has nothing to do with this, but it is love. So I kind of feel as well that when you guys do things and succeed together, you guys have probably a better sexual relationship. I feel like within the relationship, it's more connected when you guys do have your sexual, relationships with, wow, that sounded weird. When you guys do come together and have that sexual relationship with each other, that when you do things together and you recognize it together, that sexualness or the vibe between you guys, it's a lot more emotional and it's a lot more satisfying for both of you. I feel like during the sexual act that you guys are more connected to each other. But as individuals, I'm not saying that the sex won't be great as individuals, but I feel like you guys get more out of it, or more emotionally secure with each other, or you guys listen to each other better when you guys do things together and succeed together, that the sexual relationship is just better, that it's more emotionally intense, I think that's all I'm pretty much kind of getting. And I think that this is also affecting your guys' income and also your household, and it's also affecting like that as well. So let's go ahead and flip the advice over for what advice Spirit has for you. Four of Cups. This card came out when I was contemplating on your guys' on Gemini couples, and in reverse as well. And the Two of Pentacles, okay, in reverse. Okay, so what I'm picking up for advice for Spirit is, I want to say that Spirit is advising you and your significant other to make sure that you guys see that you guys are together and that you guys did stick it out and you guys do love each other. But the thing is that you guys are going to have to appreciate each other just a little bit more in terms of independently. And you guys are going to have to give each other that validation, because I feel like there's a lack of validation. And it also includes appreciating the small things, and recognizing that the small things are there. And the Four of Cups in reverse can also mean, maybe not paying attention to the small details as well, and not picking at the small details, therefore losing the broader picture or the whole idea as to what's going on. And the Two of Pentacles here in reverse, that kind of means not really working together, and also not being able to handle all the situations that are being thrown at you as a couple, because you guys work independently and you guys are not acknowledging each other's, or what I'm getting from the reading, not acknowledging each other's successes as independents. When big things come onto you guys then have different whole ideals in terms of how you each want to handle the situation. That's what's causing maybe some of the tension, some of the clash of wills due to that, I feel. And also it's throwing the balance off in the relationship. That's why I feel like there's a lot of twos here, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Even if you can divide the Four of Cups up, 2 and 2, which also Four of Wands, 2 and 2. You each have 2 wands. You guys are beating each other over the head with both, sets of wands. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like the judgment is off, but I feel like the Two of Swords here is the energy of it. It's the outcome of what happens within the relationship, because I feel like all of this leads to an impasse, you know? And it's not a coincidence that the Two of Swords is right above the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well. That has to do with it because, I mean, when you guys are not seeing eye to eye and you guys aren't working together, like the Two of Pentacles, that's what, see, the Two of Pentacles in reverse kind of coincides with me for the Knight of Pentacles, because you guys are each have one in each hand, and you guys are on a quest for different things, which isn't a problem, but when you guys are on a quest for different things, you guys have to make sure to communicate, and Two of Swords has to do with communication. Make sure that you guys communicate together better and more efficiently, so that so that both of you are at least on the same page, and then you guys can then anticipate what the other will want or think about a situation that rises. And I feel like that's why you guys have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and it all has to do with the Judgment in reverse as well. That the Judgment's off. The Judgment of how to succeed together, and the Judgment of how to celebrate each other's strengths and forgive each other's weaknesses. Okay, Gemini. This is for the Gemini couples. I'm going to do one for the singles, and that one's coming up next. Right, Gemini, hope you enjoyed your birthday special for June 2017. Hey, what's up, Gemini singles? I just did one for the couples right before this one. So here's for the singles for your guys' birthday special. This is a love reading. Here's a deck by Siolo Thompson. Beautiful deck. It speaks of love to me. So as I was shuffling, to create the spread here, the cards that you see that are face up, those are the cards that popped out that way. And then the ones that are in face down, they popped out face down as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the reading. Remember, this is for Gemini singles. So, okay, Gemini single, we're coming into the reading as the Two of Wands here. Okay, so we have some creativity, maybe working with other people, or just generally having, you know, that spark to maybe want something new. Maybe you could possibly want, yearning for a relationship, Gemini. It could be a two. Just general creativity, and it's waiting on something. So you're waiting for this creativity to spark. Okay, so let's see what we have. Justice. The the Ten of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups reversed. And we also have the Seven of Wands. Okay. All right, Gemini. So, single. I feel like here we have... I feel like, Gemini, single, that you are really ready for a relationship. And I feel like you have taken the time to kind of get things together for yourself, so that when it does come, you know, at least you're ready for it. And I feel like you kind of are ready for it, given that the Two of Wands was the card to how you came into your reading. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. You also could be dealing possibly with a Leo. When I say dealing, I mean maybe, since it is single, interested in. You could be possibly, like I said, interested in an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or possibly a Libra. Maybe interested in a Leo as well. So yeah, like I was saying, Gemini, I kind of feel like, you know, you did what you needed to do so that when this relationship does come, or when it does present itself, you feel ready for it. Oh yeah, I'm sorry guys, this is advice right here. So let's see here. I feel like change is going to come, or it's amidst Gemini. But I also feel that with this change, that's going to come or that may come kind of feels like I'm kind of picking up that maybe you may find someone or you may think that you're interested in someone, you know. So the earth sign, I'm just kind of throwing things out there, but I feel like maybe the Leo may not be a good idea, you know, given that the Seven of Wands is here and then with strength, because that's kind of the only other fire sign really I'm seeing here. And I'm also maybe picking up that maybe you may be interested in a fire sign. That could be it too as well. That may not be such a great idea. Not that you can't handle it, I'm saying. It just seems as though that may not be great, given that the Eight of Wands is here and the Seven of Wands is here. This has to do with, you know, change coming, but not like the Tower. The Eight of Wands is more something that comes and it presents itself, and what it does is it just causes like a bump in the road, you know. But it is kind of, it can be negative, it could be good. Usually when it's upright, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's negative. It can mean that just your course is going to, you know, have a little bit of a bumpy road. But since we have the Seven of Wands here, you know, which has to do with, you know, friction, has to do with struggle and fight, you know, and turmoil, you know, but it's more kind of physical, you know, like throwing your wands at each other, which kind of leads me to think, you know, the Ace of Cups here in reverse, where it's not really going to be a great start in terms of emotional maybe understanding of this person. And also I want to say that it's advising you as well that to not give your cup to this person who may be a fire sign, may not work out very well for you. And it may not be someone of substance or someone that you kind of want. But I kind of feel that if you do indulge within this relationship, you know, justice may be served. And I also feel like you're going to have to really discern who it is that you want to pick. If, you know, when things are presented to you or if relationships are presented to you, I'm really getting a big feeling of use your discernibility extremely well. You're going to have to really judge the situation, and you're going to have to read between the lines, Gemini. That you're going to have to really just make sure to be extra careful. I don't know why I'm picking up on maybe possibly like a exchange of maybe like money, and maybe like a court case could come involved, you know, given that it is justice. But the Ten of Pentacles right next to it, and then strength, like you have to be strong about your possessions that you have earned. But when justice is next to it, it's like, oh, okay, I think I'm understanding this relationship that you do or that will or may come. I feel like you're going to have to decide whether you want to give up your strength, or maybe you want to give up your assets and the money and the things that you have worked hard for. Given what I was saying at the beginning when I said I feel like you've worked hard for the things that you have because you want to be ready for it. But I feel like there's going to come with maybe within the relationship or something new. When I keep saying something new or maybe not new, it's because this Ace of Cups here, like since it's in reverse, it just makes me believe or makes me understand that, you know, like it doesn't seem like it's going to be a good cup. Now, this could be done to you or you could do to them, you know, either way it could go. It is general love. But I feel like it may cause upheaval, you know, and this is the change. But I feel like emotion may not be involved in it. And I feel like that may put a struggle between choosing whether you want to be with the person or whether you want to, I'm just going to say it, I think either you or this person may be a gold digger and try and take your money. I don't know why I'm just picking up on that. Like, and I feel like that's what it is, but I feel like it's going to lead to maybe some emotional distress. It's going to lead to some emotional turmoil. And I feel like there's going to be maybe a lot of contention, a lot of arguing. And I also feel like big change is going to come, but I don't feel like it's good and positive change. I hate to, you know, relay this type of message to you, Gemini. Like, it sucks. Like, especially for singles. Oof. At least when you're in a relationship, you can maybe work on it and fix it, but Oh, I'm sorry, Gemini. So advice Spirit has for you. Be careful in terms of your money, because when the King of Pentacles is in reverse, he's someone who is all about their money. I'm also picking up on, Gemini, that maybe when you pick someone, they may be all about their money. And they may be all about it to the point where they feel like, or you start to feel, or they start to feel, either way it can go, that they're too about it, that this is the number one most important thing, which is money. And I mean, it normally is, but it's not everything. That's the thing. And to the King of Pentacles in reverse, money is everything. And he also has a lot, tend to sometimes have a lot, but he also loses a lot because he's so focused on obtaining a massive amount of income, which is that's not the problem, but it's his attitude towards it. And what he tends to do is he tends to rid himself of the emotions, kind of, and it's all about the money. It's like all about the Benjamins, and what he does, what he has to do for it, and he doesn't care about the repercussions that would come of it, which makes sense and corresponds with the Ace of Cups being in reverse, that the emotion is not the first thing that's on the forefront for the King of Pentacles in reverse, that it's not, the emotion isn't there. He doesn't care about it. If he has a chance to make more money, he will. And he doesn't care how the people feel about it. So maybe then too, Gemini, I'm kind of getting when and if a relationship does start and you start to feel like it goes bad, remember that justice will be served, but you have to stay strong. And why do you have to stay strong? Is because you have to remind yourself that you have you, which is the Ten of Pentacles, that you have to maintain your strength, because that's the only thing that's going to keep you grounded. Now another card here is the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Cups can speak of, deceit and lies, illusions. People keeping things from you, but since it's in reverse, okay, I'm really picking up on now, since it completes the whole story, kind of, that this person that you may start a relationship with, like I said, it doesn't seem to be very promising since the Ace of Cups is in reverse, but I feel like this person may come into this relationship, or this could be you, either way, like I said, general love, that they can lie about who they are. And I got this also for you guys as general as well. That's crazy. That they can lie about who they are. And they can maybe deceive you. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. I mean, the Seven of Cups is usually good. It means that you're coming out of a period of lies or deceit. But the King of Pentacles here is just in reverse. I get the feeling that something is going to be revealed about a person. That's just what I'm picking up here. And it's going to cause justice to come in. It's going to cause a shake, which may coincide with this is the change, which is the Eight of Wands that's going to shake things up. The Seven of Wands is the arguing, the upheaval, the disconcerting feeling within the relationship, like honesty isn't there. Catching that person, or that person maybe possibly catching you, that dishonesty was brought into the relationship. But the Ten of Pentacles there kind of, it can speak of, having everything, having that monetary, that monetary stability, having just stability in general, but it also includes having the family and having it all, completing the whole picture. But I feel like that's why when it's next to strength, that you or the other person is going to have to remember that they have to maintain that strength, because that's what's there and that's what solidifies them or you as a person, where justice will be served between money being the number one issue, right? Like the King of Pentacles in reverse being all about the money, and the Ten of Pentacles. Or how about maybe being served where the lies and deceit, which has to do with emotions, I'll give in the cups as well, has to do with strength. Strength is emotion, has to do with cups, even though it's kind of fire, but you get what I'm saying here, like figuratively, it has to do with emotion. So I feel like this is the outcome here. Strength, Seven of Cups reverse, Ten of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles up in reverse. Justice will be served. Which one is going to win? We don't know. You never know. If Strength or the Ten of Pentacles was in reverse as well, or maybe possibly, say, oh, maybe this may happen. I'm kind of feeling like the emotion may win, given that the Seven of Wands is here and the Eight of Wands as well, because this is fire energy. This has to do with change, and this has to do with upheaval, which, you know, the emotion may win in terms of that strength being that's what you or the other person has to have and maintain in order to move forward. Okay, Gemini, that's what I got from the spread for you singles out there. I hope you liked the reading for your birthday special. Yeah, we'll see you next time.